Tom Watson, how do you feel about your game right now?
I feel good about it. I'm doing a lot of things well, and the only thing I'm really worried about is making a few putts. Last week at the Crosby, I could have been right in the tournament if my putter it worked well. I had a 4-putt and a few 3-putts and a lot of missed short putts last week on some pretty treacherous greens, but I usually make more putts than that.
You're working hard out here. Do you get a chance to practice over the winter?
It's like Canada in the winter. In Kansas City, I didn't have a chance to play or practice for about a month before I came out in the tour. I practiced just about for 4 days, and that just wasn't quite enough to start off the year.
How do you look back at last year, the second half, rather disappointing for you, I think?
Yeah, I kind of fell down on my face the second half of the year, but the first half was fairly good. I won 3 tournaments, and I hope to duplicate that again this year.
What do you think it was last year, the reason you may have fallen apart?
Well, the swing wasn't very good.
I noticed you're getting some coaching here from Bob Murphy. Has he helped you out?
Bob is a good friend of mine, and we stay together a lot, and we play a lot of golf together. And yeah, we help each other out, and he helped me out quite a bit today, and it makes me look forward even more to this tournament here in Hawaii.
Well, you're somebody that works hard at the game. I know that you spent a few days with Byron Nelson, I think, maybe trying to polish up your game. How did that work out?
Well, I have to go down to Dallas from Kansas City because the weather is so bad in Kansas City, and it just so happens that Byron lives in Dallas, and we get together, and I spend the night with him a few nights, and we work in the game, talk about the game, and he certainly was one of the great players of the game, and still he helps me a lot just by talking about the game.
What do you have to say about Tom Kite and Ray Floyd? They finished ahead of you in the money. Did they have hot years, or was it just a slow one for you?
Well, Tom played great last year, although he only won 1 tournament. Bill Rogers had a great year last year. After a poor start, he won 7 tournaments all around the world. And Tom has certainly started off playing very well this year, and so is Jack Nicklaus. We're going to see another race to the finish, I think.
Is golf a tough sport to stay on top of and stay #1?
Golf is a tough sport to, well, put it this way, to win a golf tournament, you're really in the minority when you win a golf tournament. And to be in the top, you have to win 4, 5, 6 golf tournaments in a year. And that puts you really in an extreme minority. So it is tough to stay right there.
What's your plan for this year? How many tournaments?
I'll play in about the same number of tournaments as I did last year. I played 22 or 23 tournaments last year, and I'll play about the same this year.
Tell me, do you have to work harder to stay on top of it, or are you finding it easier than you did your first year?
You have to work harder. You have to work harder, there's no question about it. You have to keep yourself in better shape. The body at 32 is not the same as it is at 23.
What club are you hitting the best right now?
Well, I'm doing a lot of things well right now. It's no one particular club, but the one I'm hitting the worst right now is the putter, and that's where I'm going right now. Okay?
Thank you.